Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger and my friends. The big Arc System Works Guilty Gear Strive stream has happened and might not be exactly what you hoped for. If you were hoping for big Season 2 news, reveals, trailers, this, that, and the other, well, how about some dried up squid instead? Not to say there was no news, because there is some news and we will talk about it, but when it comes to Season 2 news, it's a little dry. Now, why were we expecting Season 2 news and reveals or this, that, and the other here? Well, it's because it was exactly advertised as such. Both the official Arc System Works Twitter and the official Guilty Gear Twitter promised us the latest information on Season 2 of Guilty Gear Strive. Look forward to it even. And, well, what's the big news that we got to give you? So here is the only actual all-new Season 2 info. So faultless defense, cool mechanic, you use it, right? Part of the game. So you will be able to put faultless defense on a macro, like you can for burst or for dash or whatever. That's a great quality of life change. Awesome. I'm sure a lot of people will be actually happy about that. However, that's all we got. Anything else? That's it. That's all, man. Everything else is either not Season 2 related or stuff we already sort of knew. So disappointing is the only word for it. They did say in the lead up to Season 2 on their official Twitters, they will highlight some of the balance changes coming up. So make sure you follow their Twitter, I guess. But otherwise, considering this stream was hyped up and we were told the latest Season 2 info will be here, well, that's it. That's all. And that sucks. Some other disappointments are it was not subtitled. So this was very much a stream intended only for Japanese audiences, which I feel is very short-sighted considering the main Guilty Gear audience is no longer in Japan. It's absolutely the West, but it is what it is on that front, I suppose. So besides that one singular change, what do we got? Well, we got the Guilty Gear cake, and yeah, we do have some other info. So it looks like the date of the Season 2 patch will be June 10th. And as you can see here, it'll have balance tuning for the whole cast, changes for the cast and the game mechanics to transform the gameplay. What could those be? We don't know because they're not showcased here, and improvements to the controls. They got some small images here at the bottom, allegedly showcasing some changes. Like the one here, Nagoriyuki the clone, shows it hitting from full screen, but it already hits from full screen. Like that was changed quite a while ago. And Potemkin doing Garuda here and getting faultless defense and getting pushed back, that's a change that already happened as well. So I have no idea what they're actually trying to showcase here. If you're smarter than I am on this, by all means, please post it on the comments. But I'm absolutely flummoxed by this. For the actual changes, we're going to have to wait for drip feed from their Twitter, it looks like, but at least June the 10th, that's something. Also, in disappointing news, it looks like the crossplay will not launch with the Season 2 patch. So they're talking about the crossplay beta test sometime in summer. Now, this is something we already knew about. This was announced actually quite a while ago and sort of forgot about it. But if the patch is June 10th, which is not that far away from now, unless it's going to be in the next few days, it looks like this crossplay beta test is happening after the actual Season 2 patch. Don't get me wrong, very excited that it's coming, very happy that it's coming, but I thought it would be day and date with the Season 2 patch. In good news for people who are just starting to get into Guilty Gear, we got a starter edition version of Guilty Gear. And what is it? Well, it's the base game plus everything so far to date, everything in Season 1. It's always annoying to pick up a new game later in its life when they have a bunch of DLC, this, that, and the other. So here it is all in one place, which is great because other Arc System Works releases, like say Dragon Ball FighterZ, never really had that to any real degree. You would get the game, quote unquote, brand new, and then there would still be a million new characters you got to pay for separately. So including it all in one package, that is a big thumbs up. I'm very happy for that. If you got a friend that wants to get into Guilty Gear, it looks like this will be the place to do it. And for core info about Guilty Gear Strive itself, nominally the product they're here to sell, that's about it. But don't worry. They're still going to sell you more stuff. How about this May statue? Arc System Works loves shilling merchandise on their streams, and this stream And at least in this aspect, there was no disappointment. How about a Soul Bad Guy action figure? It's got like points of articulation, so you can have him punch your other toys in the face. That's cool, I guess. Guilty Bear, the April Fool's joke, is now a reality. You can buy your own Guilty Gear bears. Well, you could if you were in Japan anyways, because this merchandise will never see the West. Looks cool, though? Like, if I could buy it, I guess I would, but I don't think I'll be allowed to, unless you want to import it. On June 10th, you can go to this specific pop-up store that's only in Japan to go buy exclusive merch. Well, that's great for us. They did post the results to the character popularity poll, and just so you know, the character popularity poll was only for Japanese people, or if you could go to the Japanese website, run a machine translator, and try to put in your votes through there. And as the main core audience was not put into the voting, Baiken did not make top 3. She was 5th overall, because if Westerners could vote, Baiken would be number 1 like it's happened every other time. But anyways, at number 3, we have Ramlethal. Number 2, we have Sin. Once again, this is based off a Japan-only poll. And at number 1 was voted in Soul Bad Guy. So besides all this, here's some translation notes I got after the fact, after the stream. Apparently, they wanted to do an overseas tour for Marketing Strive when it was coming out, but COVID affected it, which, fair enough, fair enough. Also, they thought about just calling it Guilty Gear, not just Guilty Gear Strive, just Guilty Gear as like a fresh start for the franchise. Although they did eventually land on Strive. Another thought, and this is a very Daisuke thought, they thought about calling it Guilty Gear, Guilty Gear. Like when a band has a self-titled album, you'll see the name twice. So they thought about doing that. Naturally, that didn't happen because Daisuke is a crazy person, and you can't call a game the same title twice. Well, at least most games anyways. So yeah, we wound up on Guilty Gear Strive, and they're very happy with it. And that's about the long and short of it, unfortunately. I know a lot of people were expecting a lot out of here, and maybe I wasn't expecting World, but I was expecting at least something. The Faultless Defense change, yeah, that's cool. Love it. But I was hoping for more than one, like, macro thing. Maybe show at least one balance change. Instead, well, we got what we got. So maybe, hopefully, Combo Breaker is this weekend. We will get some form of Season 2 news there. Otherwise, we just gotta wait and look at their official Twitters. I can't lie and just tell you this was awesome. Like, this event was a bit disappointing. They said the latest news on Season 2, and maybe it's our broken brains here, but when you say that kind of stuff, I expect a decent amount of news on Season 2. Maybe not new characters or whatever, but just something, right? And the fact that this was a very Japanese presentation, when at this day and age, the core Guilty Gear audience is in the West, and there was like no provisions for the Western audience at all. No subtitles, no official translation, no nothing. Like, that kind of sucks. Like, recognize your audience for what it is, please, and thank you. A lot of people on the West Coast woke up at 4 a.m. to watch this thing, and I'm sure they were just ecstatic by everything that went down. So let me know what you thought about this whole ordeal. If you woke up really early in the morning, let me know. At least you can commiserate with other people. When there is the proper news of the balance patch and all the changes within, I'll definitely be covering on the channel. Don't worry. But for now, that's all we got. That all said, thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Guilty Gear.